welcome along to Sportsbet TV. Paul Alster here with you once again with your midweek tips as we look ahead to Thursday the 6th of August, where we have two recommendations for you on a very good card across in Ireland at Leopardstown. But before we go there, let's go back to Saturday, because I'm delighted to say we had our biggest prize winner yet on the service when the Mark Johnston trained Hochfeld won at Goodwood, and he was recommended to you at odds of 11 to 1, and I hope very much you were on. He was really well backed, down to 15 to 2, and he battled home tremendously well to beat Shailene under a great ride really from Harry Bentley. So I hope you were on. I hope it paid for the weekend, and we're very much looking forward to hopefully another decent price winner or two for this midweek bulletin, and then of course we'll be back on Friday for Saturday with the weekend selections. So we'll move on to the two for Thursday the 6th of August. As I mentioned, they're both at Leopardstown, where there are three Group 3 races, which means some real quality horses. Now the first race of interest is at 1:30. This is the Tyros Stakes. It's a Group 3 event, a race that's been dominated over the last decade by the great Aidan O'Brien. He's won it 7 times in the last 10 years, including the last 6 renewals have all gone to Aidan O'Brien, and he's won it with the likes of some very good horses. Last year with Armory, before that with Anthony Van Dyke. He also won it with Churchill and with Glen Eagles. So there's no doubt that he targets this race, and Aidan O'Brien has 3 runners in it. His son Joseph has 2, and his younger son Donica has 1. But we're going against the trend, because we think that there's a horse here who could be very, very special indeed. His name is Cadillac, and is trained by Jessica Harrington, and is the mount of Shane Foley. Now, it's not often you see a horse on debut not just win, but absolutely hack up in the manner of a potentially high-class performer. But that was exactly the case when Cadillac won on his debut on the 1st of July over the course and distance at Leopardstown, so we know he handles the track. Now, he absolutely bolted up. He won by 9 lengths. It could have been a lot further. And just to take away any doubts that the form could have been dodgy with the rest of them being useless, the second horse has come out and won since, and won a decent race at Leopardstown. So the form is red hot, and this son of Lote de Vega, out of a well-related 6-furlong winner, could really be something special. And we know that Jessica Harrington can handle high-class horses and get the very best out of them. We saw this season her Alpine Star doing the business in the Group 1 Coronation Stakes at Royal Ascot. I think Cadillac is going to win again. And Cadillac at the moment, of course I'm not the only one that noticed how good he was, he's Antipo's 3rd favourite for the 2,000 guineas at Newmarket next May. So this is a horse of whom great things are expected, and I think he's going to cement his reputation, beating all the O'Brien horses of Aidan, Joseph and Donica, as well as representatives from the Jim Bolger yard and also a couple from Jer Lyons, and I think Cadillac's going to win. Now, we don't have any prices from the firms at the moment. They're being a bit cagey pricing up. What I can say is that both the Racing Post and the Sporting Life have gone for a forecast of around 9 to 4. I think that's generous. If you can get 9 to 4 about Cadillac, I suggest you should snap it up, because I think he's going to be much shorter. So possibly around the 7 to 4 mark he'll go off in the end, but for me Cadillac is the one in the 1:30 at Leopardstown, and I'm expecting a very, very big performance. Now, the other recommendation on Thursday at Leopardstown is a completely different kettle of fish. It's the last race there, the 4:30, a stayers handicap over 1 mile and 7 furlongs. None of these are world beaters, but there is an interesting runner, and the horse is called Monoxide. He's trained by Jer Lyons, who of course is having a wonderful season, and he's ridden by a young man who looks as if he's about 6 years old. His name, maybe I'm just getting old, but he looks really young, Sam Ewing. He is claiming £10. He's yet to have a winner under rules, but this young man was a star of the pony racing circuit in Ireland, and you've got to be great to win in that sphere. So many of the great jockeys have made their way up through those ranks, and the fact that Jer Lyons, one of Ireland's top trainers has this boy apprenticed to him suggests that he has a lot of talent. And he was on board Monoxide last time out when this horse, having been in the wilderness for a couple of years since he left the yard of Martin Mead, for whom he won over 1.25 miles in Britain, he showed form last time out for the first time in quite a while. That was in a 1.5 mile contest here at Leopardstown, where he was 6th of 17, and I noted him staying on, and he went into my notebook as one to follow. I think the extra 3 furlongs is exactly the right call. I'm very pleased to see he's been dropped £2 by the handicapper. So I think that Monoxide is particularly interesting against rivals, most of whom are pretty exposed at this trip, and we know where we stand. There's the possibility of quite a bit of improvement from Monoxide taking on this longer distance. And I think that the early odds on offer with the likes of William Hill, 9-1 is on offer, and I think each way that's a very generous bet. Then I think that's worth a play. So for me, Monoxide each way 9-1 in the 4:30 at Leopardstown at the end of the Thursday card. And the big one is Cadillac in the Tyros Stakes at 1:30. He's priced up in the forecast at around 9-4. I think he's going to be shorter. If you can get a decent price about him, rush in there and grab it. So those are my 2 for Thursday. I'll be back on Friday with a bulletin for some great racing over the weekend on Saturday. But for now, from me, Paul Alster at Sportsbet TV, I'm going to sign off and wish you all the best for a very good week, and we'll see you at the weekend. Bye-bye for now.